Bonjour, welcome in my studio. I'm going to show you the behind the scene on how I plan a shoot. Follow me. I'm always looking at photos around, so I read pages of magazines. I'm always on my phone, on Instagram, and I save images. Usually I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I just keep them, sometimes for years, and eventually there's one shoot where I'm going to use it. Just keep inspiration in my mood boards. I create also mood boards in my place. Again, ripping pages of magazines. You don't want to give me a magazine if you really like it. That's my first thing. I would just say I'm very visual, so I'm always keeping like so many images on my phone, on my boards. To find the mood on a shoot, first thing for me would be the location. Sometimes I have my say on the location. Sometimes the client, the couple tell me we booked this hotel or this chateau. I would say my first inspiration comes with the venue, because it can be like very intimate and then you go in one certain direction, or it can be very grand. If it's a chateau like Vaux-le-Vicomte, for example, it's going to be very different from like an intimate cafe. So the location is going to give me a direction. So that will be the first thing I put on my mood boards, and then everything is going to be after the location, like the outfits, makeup. Like it has to make sense. There's still like a vibe that you want to give based on the location. So for this shoot, the couple came to me and told me that they booked the Crillon Hotel, which is one of my favorite hotels in Paris. And we are lucky that they booked a suite who has an access to a balcony with these huge columns, these black and white tiles. So I was thinking of something extremely elegant, and they also have an access to a salon. So I was thinking kind of like the couple is going out on a soiree. So we are thinking of a black dress because of the black and white tile. It's so gigantic and grand that I want something very big, so something very formal. Like, a couple is leaving for the Met Gala, and this is a few minutes before they leave the hotel. So the couple is actually a funny story. We connected first on Instagram. They lived in Dubai back then, and they just got engaged. He proposed a few weeks ago. She used to be a model, so she's very into fashion. So that's why she came to me. We happened to do the shoot right after Fashion Week, which can be great because a lot of dresses are in Paris, but it can be tricky because you don't know if it's always available. I hope she's gonna pick a few dresses because I think you need to have fun, especially in a pre-wedding shoot. It's not like it's your wedding and you need to be traditional. It's always fun to have different dresses. Okay, so the big step once I gather the mood board, which is mostly the location. That's my first image. I'm gonna create a mood board. It's gonna help me, but also it's gonna help the team, because usually on this shoot I will gather a stylist sometime and most importantly a hair and makeup artist. So we finished the mood board. Now we're gonna try to find a way to put it in action. Pretty happy with the mood boards. Of course, we started by the locations. We also got some ideas for the dresses and designer that we know. It's very important, of course, once you have an idea to put it in action. So I get the help from Emily, who's my studio manager, to contact the designers, pretty much the team, the hair, makeup, the driver. Yeah, we're gonna need the driver. I'm gonna put her in charge of contacting donc le Crillon, the driver, Jean-Paul, and the designer. We always have a plan B for designers because they ship the dresses, and Emily is aware of it, but custom sometimes can be tricky on shipping dresses, especially when it's close to Fashion Week. So I always have plan B, just in case. Especially for this shoot, we chose to have 3 dresses, so we just want to be safe. So yes, we have everything. Emily contacted all the vendors that we needed to contact. We always give a few days for them to reply to us because we need a plan B if needed, mostly with the dress shipping. So now we're just gonna contact the couple again, just make sure they're happy with the choices I made. Something for hair makeup, I will send the mood board because I want their inputs. So on shoot, I always try to experiment, and on this one, I would like to have a Met Gala effect, a very strong light, because I think it's going to look great with a fashion feel, which is the look we're looking for. Émilie, tu peux venir s'il te plaît? Je vais essayer sur toi. Let me test. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. This is it. I think this is the angle that we want. This is perfect. This is actually what I'm going to use, I think. It's perfect. I really have a feel it's like a runway, a fashion show, so this is what I'm looking for. So for me, the best light in Paris will be sunrise or sunset. I'm not a morning person. No, I'm kidding. But I just prefer to do sunset because usually the couple is going to warm up into being comfortable in front of the camera, and the light is going to get better and better. So I love to shoot, let's say 3 hours before the sunset, and then we finish with the best lights, which for today is going to be at Place de la Concorde. where I want to catch the sun just sitting behind the Eiffel Tower, and we're gonna get a nice glow. Thank you so much for following along this video series. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope you learned a few things and that you will be excited for a photo shoot with me to come. À bientôt! End of the shoot. Attends.
Il y a un truc qui coule, attends.
Ouais, il y a un truc.
C'est Nico qui se lave les dents. I am very excited to announce. Thank you so much for following along this video series. I was very excited to have you on board.